Eli Wilde has been incredible. I knew him from the surface, and I really came here to see, and I'm so impressed with his integrity, his genuine caring, and he is a master, absolute master at the craft of teaching everything there is about effective sales and how to speak effectively and move people.
And so coming to this weekend was like stepping into like a dream. Like I've been like a huge Tony Robbins fan for a while and had these like fantasies about stepping onto that stage and really inspiring people. And what I got out of this weekend with Eli is he's like Tony reincarnate, but it's almost even better because he's stopping and explaining all of these amazing tools and techniques. He's reinforcing them, giving us the frameworks. But I think what's most important is that he does it with a soul and the real intention of caring about people. And I think that's what sets him apart from other folks is his ability to really deliver compelling performances, but also break it down in real time, explain it to you so that you can implement it yourself. So I've got so much out of this weekend that I can't wait to implement, and I'm really excited about everything that I've got. So if you're on the fence, you're thinking, I want to speak, but I'm not sure where to start, or if this is like for me, check it out. You'll learn so much. You'll really enjoy it. It'll be really worth your time and money.
Eli is the best in the world at what he does. Not only how he actually presents and teaches and influences, but also how he is able to break the concepts down so simply that we get to ingrain it into our nervous system while we hear him present and speak.
This is actually my second time coming because the first one was so good, and I'm actually in his coaching program, but the content is so rich and so powerful, and being someone that's already doing corporate trainings and keynote speaking, the level of mastery that he teaches is like nothing that I've ever seen nor invested in.
How do you put a value on your own belief? How do you put a value on figuring out that you're not here for yourself, that you're really here to help other people transform? The value's been infinite. It's unlimited for me to be able to reach into this pool of potential that I know I have, and my ability to really give back to other people.
The small investment that I made with Eli is at least worth 10 times what I paid today. Why? Because not only did he showcase the strategies and the tactics, he demoed it for you and then gave us a chance to practice and see it in action.
If you're selling coaching or you're selling anything from stage, or you're trying to get on stage, having the confidence of having that structure, is invaluable. So, especially if you're selling any programs, 5,000, 6,000, 8,000, I mean, you can quadruple the investment with one sale. So I don't know how much more it's worth, but that one investment made here will pay over and over and over and over and over and over.
My biggest takeaway was really having an outcome is really bigger than having somebody like you. Realistically, having the outcome of influencing them means that you might be firm sometimes. You might be mean to them sometimes. They might not like you, but you're helping them out. And that was like a really big shift for me.
I was having a hard time in really realizing my potential, my capabilities. I would hide and not show up for Zoom calls, making excuses, allowing the obstacles I had to really get in my way. And being here with these incredible people and Eli and his way of helping you see your greatness, helping you see beyond all the limitations, and how, for me, I was taking myself out and not showing up fully for me, and therefore the incredible women whose lives I'm going to change. And all of that changed at this event.
So over 2 days, I got the answer to the question that I was seeking, and that was for me to connect deeper to my purpose and my why and feed my audience from that place. That way they know that I got what they need and I'm absolutely here to serve, and it's all because of Eli. So if you're thinking about coming to this program, don't think, just do it, because whatever you're looking for, the way you want to take your message and your soul and give it to people to make the world a better place, he has a formula and a strategy and a framework to help you do that. So just say yes and sign up.
Had the pleasure to spend 2 days here with Eli Wilde and his entire crew going over influence in sales and specifically speak from stage. Honestly, coming here is one of those things I really wanted to have an open mind, try to get a lot out of it. Biggest thing for me though was really, I wanted to make sure that I could find a way to take a topic that's generally not sexy and make it sexier. And by far, I would say that everybody in the room said at the end of the day, it was much sexier. Biggest takeaway though, truly is going to be prepping and not winging it for your conversations. Even quantify this is something that's easily going to produce well over $500,000 for me over the career of my life and everything like that. So highly recommend it. Can't suggest enough. Eli and team are amazing and definitely worth the investment.
Just being in that environment helps out alone. And then I learned the sales, how to speak, positioning, body language, vocal tonality. There's so much things on top of that.
I knew he would completely over deliver, which he has. He blew my expectations out of the water, and I knew he was my next mentor. I am hanging on every word. My brain is so happy right now with information. They really care that I'm getting the information and I'm able to use it and that I get the help that I need. And that is perfect.
I've been a great asset to many companies because of Eli and Eli. They have helped me massively in my professional career, all the way to being a very confident sales professional that can even lead and teach other sales professionals.
A lot of deep information. Eli knows his stuff. There's all these amazing people that are doing really well with their businesses, and the fact that I get to meet them and also befriend them, and we were just like sharing each other's secrets.
After working with both Eli's and the team, I've been reaching a new level in my clarity of my purpose and my vision for my company. I really, now that I have these skills, feel empowered to go out there and make a difference in a whole different way.
I got more value out of this 2 days than I've gotten out of paying $50,000 and more for a course. It was just unbelievable. I mean, so much information, really useful, valuable things that I can implement in my business right away. These are tools that I can tell that when I just start implementing them into my sales strategies, my public speaking, it's going to make a massive impact on my business. So I am just like stoked to put it into use.
Eli is one of the greatest salespeople that have ever lived, one of the greatest human beings that I have ever interacted with in my entire life. There are going to be infinite dollars that are made from this because these are principles that I will use for literally the rest of my life, both in one-on-one sales calls, one-to-many stages, and just in day-to-day life.
It's a blessing that the event even exists. I would live with so much regret if I would have never came, and I couldn't imagine continuing life without the information that I received in these 2 days. It's a totally different experience to witness it live. I cannot put it into words, the gravity of seeing the mastery that Eli has in person.
I would say it's the holistic package. You get to understand first fundamentals, you get to understand very deep concepts, but you get to understand the why and the how. Being around someone like Eli, who's put in the work for decades to become a master at his craft, can not only shorten the period of time that it takes to get to anywhere near his level. It's something that has drastically changed my life financially, relationally.
Eli has this God-given talent and desire to take everything that's in him and literally pour it out into you in a way that's digestible and in a way that's actionable.
I love how genuine he is and the fact that he cares. Like when he speaks to you, like he speaks from his heart, you feel that type of energy and vibration. So it connects to the soul. He's here like to teach you. He wants to like change your life.
So clear to me, looking at Eli, working with Eli, hearing him speak, hearing him break down what he did, that he had true brilliance in the basics, not only in him doing it, but in his ability to teach it. And that has been transformational for my business.
Eli himself was absolutely phenomenal. When you are working with someone of that caliber, it's kind of natural to be almost hesitant, but he's super chill, super unattached. And that's what makes him so different, is that he's only doing things and asking you to do things that are truly in your best interest.
If you're someone that loves people and somebody who wants to communicate better, get your message out to the world, you absolutely need to not walk here, but run here. as fast as you possibly can.
Get moving, get your butt here. If you have a message that you want to get out to the world and you want to be a better communicator, you need to get here. You need to run, you need to get here as soon as you possibly can.
The ability to get on stage, to impact, to influence, to be able to move them emotionally, to be able to put them in a position where you can actually change their life. He knows what he's doing. He's done this for decades alongside the best of the best. It was just a no-brainer to learn this skill.
I've been speaking for 15 years, and I think at that point you sometimes get jaded, like there's nothing else that I can learn, but like there was so much that I got out of the past 2 days.
For one, he's brilliant in the game of sales, but I think also he's just a constant student of the game, and I feel like the amount of people that look up to him in his craft, he is the expert in this space, something that's definitely admirable.
Just coming here, and it was just seeing that there's so much more to what he teaches in all of the online trainings. You know, it helped us go from making 20,000 a month from being stuck and not closing sales to recently hit our highest ever month. We did 400K a couple of months ago.
One of the biggest things that I took away was how to have a bigger tonal range. And something this weekend clicked, and I realized that if I want to have more tonal range, I need to have more emotional range. And the moment I had that thought and that belief, it all just came so naturally.
And what Eli shows you how to do is not only make your speech compelling, but you're getting them to move emotionally.
The people that are in the room are phenomenal as well. And so not only just learning from Eli, but then learning from everyone else for the past 2 days has been phenomenal.
If you're interested in leveling up your game as a sales rep, getting better at sales, definitely have to be at this next event for Eli. It was a total game changer for me, and it's going to change your life as well.
And so if you've been thinking about learning the skill of influence, of speaking from stage, of selling from stage, then don't hesitate to sign up for Eli Wilde's Influence event. Trust me, it'll be one of the best decisions you've ever made.